it working? It's working. Everything's Gucci. We're vibing. We're vibing. What's poppin'? How's it going? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing today? Today we're reviewing a novella that a YouTuber actually wrote. His name is Daniel Green, and he's a phenomenal YouTuber. He's actually one of the first booktubers that I searched up when I got into reading and got into writing again. And he's great. He's one of the few booktubers that actually have I don't want to say personality, but you know, a lot of those booktubers are like, they don't really have that like YouTuber persona type of thing. You know, YouTubers have like that like signature, just like kind of YouTuber like mindset, and Daniel has that. It's very weird to see I could definitely see someone like Daniel make all sorts of different kinds of content. It's kind of weird to see him doing book-related stuff. And it makes it really enjoyable to watch. Not even, like, I would watch him even if I wasn't really into books. He's just really fun really enjoyable to watch. And, yeah, he's a great YouTuber. And so he came out with a novella lately called Breach of Peace. And I was like, yo, hells yeah. I'll pre-order that. I pre-ordered that right now, baby. And I checked it out. And it came in, sadly, it came in weeks after it released for some reason. Amazon just fucked up my order for some reason. I have Prime. I have Amazon Prime, and it still screwed up my order, so I don't know what the hell happened. But I finally got it. I read it, and goddamn, it was cool. It was really cool. Apparently, it's gonna be... I think he's planning on 3 novellas before he gets into his actual series, which I think is also going to be 3 books. I don't know how big the books are supposed to be, but I think he's going to do 3 novellas leading up to his main series. Which, yeah, sure, go for it, dude. Go do you. I might check it out. I might not. We'll see. We'll see what poppin'. See what's going down when he comes out with the other ones. But before getting into literature, I didn't realize how cautious I am getting into fucking anything. Literally anything, I am the most cautious man ever. Whether it's a video game, a movie, a TV show, a book, like I am always like tipping my toes in the water, like, I don't know if this is my thing. And I did that with Breach of Peace. For like half the book, I'm like, I don't know if this is my thing, I don't know. And then once things actually started to kick off, and yeah, it was great. By the end of the book, I was in love with it, and I was really immersed into the world. It's about, I think the main, like, you don't really get, he explains more about the world in his videos. The book itself, he explains a lot about the world in his YouTube videos, but the book itself doesn't really give a whole lot of information. I'm like 100%. I'm 100% sure that he's gonna explain all that stuff later on in the later books. But I think I might get some of this stuff wrong. But I think most, like, the grand scheme of things is a world where police and coppers basically have rule over like a lot. Like, they have a lot more power than our own world, and I think it's based in like, no, I don't want to say colonial times, but like that kind of era, like before like in the past a little bit. And there's an actual god. Like, there's not like religion, there's an actual legitimately like a god ruling these people. And then like every officer is like the officers of God, and they rule under his power. It's really fucking cool. And then there's these people called Anointed, which is these like super soldiers basically that have been blessed by this god, and they only are under command by him. They cannot be told by they cannot be under command of anyone else besides that god. And that doesn't really that isn't really explained much in this one. I'm obviously sure that, you know, it's going to be explained later on, but like there's hints. There is an anointed here, and it's so fucking cool. If you don't watch Daniel Green, if you just pick this up on Amazon, that comes out of fucking nowhere. I think earlier in the book, I think they talk about the Anointed and stuff. They talk about like the higher branches of power, but like it hints, but they don't get the grand scheme of things because the point of view is on this one like officer this whole time, and once the Anointed comes about, it's so fucking cool. It's so badass. The Anointed's so cool. I absolutely loved the Anointed, and I did say that the first half had me a little cautious, but that's just me in general. Whenever I get into something new, I'm just like, am I gonna like this or not? But yeah, I absolutely love this book. It was really fun. I didn't want to put it down. And yeah, that's like the grand scheme of things. He leaves a lot up in the air because it's just a novella. It's really short. It's copy I got. It's 134 pages. So it's not much at all. You can read this in like an hour. And I'm pretty sure it's like $10 on Amazon right now. So yeah, it's easy. I'm talking about the physical copy. I don't know about anything else, all the other stuff. I'm a very physical copy man. I don't like reading on a screen. Just like, I don't know. When I read, I need to get like immersed into the book, and having it physically in my hands is how I do that. But yeah, no, it was really fun. I really enjoyable. The world, Daniel is a fantasy writer, fantasy reader as well. His main, at least YouTube wise, his main genre is fantasy, and you can see that. Like he wrote a fantastic world. It's pretty badass. The magic system isn't too crazy, which I like. I don't mind crazy magic stuff like Anointed and a literal god, but if you just like jab at it here and there, I don't mind it. But overall, I'm not the biggest fan of like just fucking over the top crazy magic stuff happening and all this craziness going on all like 24/7 in my books. It's just not my thing. I think that's another reason why I love A Song of Ice and Fire so much, because there is magic. There is all like this like crazy, like there's actual dragons, literally dragons in the story, but that's not the main focus of the overall story of Ice and Fire. There's all this other stuff going on, and that's why I like it so much. Because that's like a very rational way of writing magic. I don't know why I'm going on a tangent about magic, but it's a very rational way of writing magic, you know, and that appeals to me. And I don't know what he has planned for the rest of the books, but at least for Breach of Peace, that's one of the bigger pros of Breach of Peace, because when I'm reading and reading this novella and there's not a whole lot of crazy magic stuff going on, and all of a sudden the Anointed comes and just wrecks shit because these people just have guns, and the Anointed's so powerful and so fast that guns don't do a damn thing to them. So badass. To her, I think it's a her. I think it's a she. I think it's a woman. I don't remember. It's been a few days. I highly recommend it. It's a really fucking fun book. I plan on keeping updated on Daniel's writing, and I have him on. I follow him on Instagram, and I keep checking his stories. Just like, dude, I want updates, buddy. I want to see when the next novella is coming out. Because goddamn, I like the world. I really like the world, and that says a lot, because I am not a world. When it comes to stories, I'm very much of a character-based dude. And the fact that Daniel wrote a really badass world, yeah, it says a lot. I personally love when I see inner conflicts in a character, very real and very rational way of writing. That's my style. I love that. There's not so much in here, but I don't think that's the point, because especially with how it ends, that's not really the point, is you have these crazy dramatic character building moments, because the ending, baby, holy shit, the ending really got me going, and I'm like, fuck. Daniel's not afraid of, I'm not gonna spoil, but he really goes all out at the end of the book, and give him credit for that shit. That's fucking ooh, yeah. I really like the ending. Anywho, that's my review on Breach of Peace. It was very fast because I don't have too much to say. It was really fun, and in order to get a full-on opinion on Daniel's work, I'll have to wait for the next books to come out. I'm gonna leave all the list of all the books I'm gonna review in the future down in the description. Not all of them, but just the ones I have like up and coming that I'm reading or I've already read at the moment. Down in the description. Yeah, I love doing these book reviews. I love getting back into reading. It's very fun. I hope you guys all enjoy my book reviews. And I'm definitely gonna read Clash of Kings here soon. Hopefully in the next week or so I'll get around to it. Dude, A Song of Ice and Fire is so goddamn long. It's I'm not the fastest reader, and yeah, I'll have to get around to it eventually. I wanted to read stuff like this, and Dream House is another one that I got around to, and I wanted to read some shorter stuff before I jump into another big-ass book, like Clash of Kings, the sequel to a Game of Thrones. But yeah, that's my plan. I might read a few shorter stories. I want to read No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai, because I heard that's a fantastic book. Spring Snow. That's another Japanese author. I can't remember his name at the top of my head. I read a few Sherlock Holmes, but because they're so short, if I review Sherlock Holmes, I'll finish the entire collection and then bring it out onto the channel and review it on as a whole, as the entire collection. Just because there's a bunch of short stories, so it just makes sense for me to read the entire collection. Anywho, I'm going on a big tangent. Hope you all like this video. Yeah, check out Breach of Peace if you're into fantasy and you're into just that concept of having like God just come down and be like, yeah, well, I'm here now. I want you be my selected few, be my badass super soldiers, and everyone else is down below. Like that's a really cool concept of like God actually being here and doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. Anywho, I'll see you all later.